We move on to race number 6, and this is our first visit to the all-weather on Sunday. Class 4, it's over the 1,200 metres, headed by Deja Vu. Drops back down in class. He's a three-time course and distance winner. Heart's Keeper, great record on the surface as well. Hinyon Swiftness gets the blinkers on for the first time. Flying Godspell backing up from midweek. Starlot, unlucky a couple of times maybe last year, and just the 9 runners with the scratching there of you-know-who.
Should be a cracking pace here. Flying Godspell backing up from Wednesday. He's better on the dirt. Massive move, genuine front-running type, startling power as well. And Hinyon Swiftness, of course, showed some good speed in a recent trial where he was able to be right on the pace, go on and win. So they'll go cracking through the first 200 to 300 to try and sort out their order.
Yeah, looks that way. His Heart's Keeper, the old boy, Neil Cullen aboard, really kept his form last season, and he's still really well rated, and he's come back as good as ever here. I thought his track work had been pretty good leading into this assignment. He's a 58 rated horse. His last win was off 57. Hinyon Swiftness has now got the blinkers on. It's really improved this horse, no question, I think, whatsoever. Tommy Berry will take the mount here. He's just here with the riding boy, but he's doing it nicely there. He's won the white saddlecloth and had the better lean journey there.
All right, and again, this being race number 6, it's another quartet first 4 merge jackpot, $1 million into the pot to play for there. So as far as the key races and form reference are concerned, we're going to start with Heart's Keeper. Great record. He is an 8-year-old, but great record. It goes well fresh.
Just back to that quartet and first 4, Andrew, I think you'll be well rewarded with the dividend here too, because there are a number of chances in the race. So if you can get the exotic, you'll be well rewarded. Yes, Heart's Keeper, drawn 1, an old timer now, but a very good horse on this surface, Paul.
Yeah, he's very consistent. He's a hard one to leave out of numbers, isn't he? And he goes well fresh, as you mentioned, Andrew. You know, he has won up fresh up before, and he's still quite well rated. So barrier 6, I think, is a good draw for him.
Had a trial.
Barrier 1, sorry.
Had a trial going in. It was just a quiet trial, just out the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of quartets, he's certainly one to probably consider, possibly as is Star Superior. We've also got Startling Power in here, a massive move.
Yeah, and these 2 up front are going to be up there again. I'm actually going to go with Star Superior just because I think he's drawn well and he can just sit in behind the speed. Giddy Giddy came from off the speed this day and found the line very strongly, and they really paired off to fight it out. So they got past the 2 speedsters, and I think it'll be a similar type of race. And Star Superior was knocking on the door for a win at the end of last season. I think someone will open it and he'll get it on Sunday.
Open that door up. Yeah, the 3 seconds to finish off the end of last season, yeah. Look, I think he's going to come up short, so I'm going to just go around him at this stage. But yeah, again, he could win quite easy. But those seconds, he found Giddy Giddy 2 better for him, and I don't think he's ungenuine because they were well clear of anything else.
There's a big gap back to the others.
All right, we saw a massive move there. We can have another look at him trialling, finishing second here, and wasn't bad, and he's a course and distance winner himself.
Yeah, no, when he did win his race 2 starts ago, he had the apprentice claim, and he's going to get with Dylan Moorboard. He's going to get that again now with Matthew Poon. I just reckon there's a lot of pace in this race, and he might not get the race run to suit.
I agree, but of the horses on the speed, he's the one I'm interested in the most because of the fact that he's got the claim and what he was able to do 2 starts ago in Class 5. That was Whistle Up that he was trialling against, and Whistle Up, of course, runs a bit earlier on in the day. So I'm just going to leave him aside, but, he could easily come in if there's a slight change late.
Hinyon Swiftness, his first start on the all-weather, but if you like him, this would be one of the reasons why.
It's interesting, Jenny mentioned, Paul, at the end of last season, she thought he was starting to look better too in the paddock.
Yeah, I like him. This is the one I like in this particular race. The blinkers on. I think he won really well this trial with the blinkers on, and he likes the surface. He's bred for it by Duke and Marmalade, and he hasn't raced on it before, and I think he's been well set for this race.
He's a runner of interest, no doubt. I'm not sure where he's going to be from the 9 barrier. That was my little concern. But if they charge along and he sneaks in behind...
Yeah, that's my theory.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, another outside ride for Tommy Berry, riding for Dennis Yip. He's got some good rides, Tommy, on Sunday. So he's on top for you then, Paul?
Yeah, he is, and I think we'll get a nice price about him. So I'm going to put him on top here to beat Deja Vu. Another one that's really well rated at the moment. He's won off 68 before. He's rated 60, been downgraded. And we know how well he goes on this. And 1,200 metres, I think, is his right distance. He's in there for second. Heart's Keeper for third. The old boy will put him in an amazing moment. Finished off his races quite nice. He's starting off on the all-weather for the first time as well. Another horse I think will be suited by it. So I'm going around the top of the market, the handicap, 3-1-2-4. I didn't put Star Superior, he'd obviously be the next one, but 3-1-2-4, and if I was, the way I'd be playing this would be Hinwin Swift, if he stays around the $10 mark, I'd back him each way. I think he's an improved horse.
I'm going to go with Star Superior. Paul suggested the price is probably going to be a bit short, and at the moment it's even money, which is too short for a horse who's had 13 and hasn't won one. But I'll still tip him. I think Starlet might be the horse to give him the most to do. He had a quiet trial leading in, but he's shown ability on this surface before. Amazing Moment hasn't been on this surface before, but he was knocking on the door for a win at the end of last season. And of the speedy horses that stick on, I think Massive Move might be the one. 5, 7, 4, 9. Obviously a question mark alongside of the 3. But I'll be playing the 4, 5, 7 QQP.